Hey guys, Michael here from Fat to Fit, and in today's video I kind of wanted to do a how-to guide for deadlifting, as I believe it's one of the key compound movements and should be incorporated into everybody's routine in one way or another. So let's get started. First off, I always start with my warm-ups. Normally I start with 60 kilos and then keep adding 10 kilos until I get to my working sets. Normally doing 3 to 5 reps on my heavy day. So just now showing you how I set up. You see my little shuffling dance I do here. I do that to try and get my foot position in place. Everybody's foot positioning is different. You just need to figure out what's best for you, and that comes with practice and time. Here you see me taking in 3 deep breaths. You have to brace your core before you're making the movement, before you're lifting the weight. Your core includes your abs and your lower back, and you want to be keeping that back as straight as possible. You don't want to be bending it in any way. And here's just a different view to show you how I'm doing my little shuffle dance. I try to keep my feet roughly a little bit smaller than shoulder width apart, as that's the best for me. Taking in my deep breaths. You want to keep your chin tucked in and your head down, and then you want to pull the weight. Notice how I'm trying really hard to keep my back as straight as possible, especially that lower back. You don't want it to be rounding at all, as that can really lead to injury in the future if you keep deadlifting like that. And so as you see here, just pull the weight. Normally I do 3 to 5 reps for about 4 to 5 sets when I am deadlifting. And one more final cue I like to use, along with the feet shuffling, the bracing of the core, trying to keep the back straight as possible, tucking the head in, is just as you're about to pull the weight up, you can see I'm pulling out the slack from the bar. So you don't want to be, you want to keep your arms as tight as possible. You want everything to be as tight as possible. And you see how there's no looseness kind of when just before I'm about to pull up. And everything needs to be as tight as possible. You need to brace everything. Otherwise you start to make mistakes and your form starts to break down. Form is the most important thing, as that is what is going to prevent injury. So after this clip, I'm just going to show you what happens when form starts to break down. So these are some clips from a workout I had the other day, which was a pretty terrible workout. My back was all tight in the wrong ways, and I just couldn't deadlift properly. You can see how there's rounding in my lower back, which is something you should try to avoid. You can't avoid it completely. Nobody has perfect form, but you can try to minimize it as much as possible. You do not want that lower back rounding, as it can lead to injury in the future. And so it's just going to change clips here to another view where you can still see that lower back rounding. I have lower back issues, I always have, since I started lifting, but normally I'm able to control them with foam rolling and hot showers and things like that. But just this day, the deadlifts just weren't going up. They felt terrible. You see here, I couldn't even finish this set because I got a bit angry with it, and eventually dropped the weight to do some more work. And so this is an example of what I did when I tested my 1 rep max, and you can really see my form break down here. I was using 140 kilos, but watch my lower back. You can really see it curve right there, which is something you want to avoid at all costs, like I said, because that is what really can lead to injury. It's how I've injured my lower back in the past. It's how many people have injured their lower back in the past. And you just want to really focus on that good form right from the beginning. A lot of people, it's called ego lifting. They let their ego get in the way of what should be good and proper form. And if you do that, you're just gonna snap something seriously. And snapping something is the worst, because it can put you out of the gym for months, can put you out of the gym for the rest of your life if you're not taking good care of your body and your form. So that's basically everything you need to know about deadlifting. Maybe watch over the video a few times so you can understand everything I'm trying to say. Everybody has their different cues for deadlifting. You just need to find what's good for you. Another question people may ask is why I'm deadlifting off the plates. Because of my lower back issues, I have mobility issues, and having deadlifting off the plates just decreases that range of motion that I have to take. And so it's a little easier on my lower back. I don't feel no pain or anything like that. Feel free to deadlift off the floor. I used to, but I've noticed that using the plates, it just feels a lot better on my lower back, which is what works for me. May not work for you, but you just need to experiment, test what you think will be good for you. Try different things, stay safe while you're doing it, and you'll be deadlifting like a pro in no time. So thank you for checking out the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.